everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's topic is Hamilton and Burr. So we're going to do a little history here. The question is, how about a question on something historically significant, such as what actually happened at the duel between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr? Was Hamilton manipulated into a duel to be murdered with the intended consequence of eliminating the leader of the Federalist faction in early American politics, or even better, what actually were the plans of Burr at a later date for creating a Western empire? Who was he working with, and how high within the governmental circles did the plot go, etc.? So, great question, and sometimes it's nice to just change it up and do something totally different, which I love. And when I focused on this, I got that there was a huge element of political motivation behind this argument. Hamilton and Burr, they had strong opinions in their beliefs in how they wanted the country to go. Tensions were high between these two, but far before that fateful day, I see that many people stood behind Burr and wanting to go the direction of the Republican, Democratic type of political system, and other people wanted a strong government with healthy relationships with England. They wanted to really make sure that the economy was strong and thriving. So there were two very different ideas of how they wanted the country to look, and those tensions created a political division between these two guys that ultimately ended up them being in a feud. It was just a matter of time before things aligned to give someone an excuse to go after someone else. Hamilton was a little more subdued than Burr, but nonetheless it was inevitable to happen. I don't see the duel was a result of manipulation. It was more about the anger that Burr held, looking for an opportunity to get at Hamilton. The two had a lot of history, but when the two men shared a personal disagreement over some comment, it was just some comment randomly at dinner. That was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. And Burr, he quickly took the challenge for a duel when this happened, and Burr basically had enough of Hamilton at this point. Once Hamilton was killed in the duel, the Federalist Party slowly dwindled down. People may align with the principles, but a more Republican Democratic Party seemed to emerge. That was like the popular thing. That was the thing that was being pushed. When I think about the parties, I see the Federalist Party focused on building a nation, preserving its strength. The Republican Democrat is more about a division of classes. At least that's how I interpreted this. The shift became the people and what the government could and should do regarding the people versus combining efforts and working to secure a nation. So it felt like the Republican Democratic movement was more about the individual person, the family, the financial class that they found themselves in, that type of thing. And that's the direction they ended up going. I get that one of the main bloodlines was really driving this, and I wanted to say Rockefeller. You'll have to tell me in comments what you think about that. The shift was to change the goal from being a collective more toward the individual person. What are they getting? How does the government affect them personally? What's going on? They wanted to get it more emotional and more with the person versus looking outward and, hey, what can we do to build this together? It was two totally different mentalities. When emotions are involved, people are more easily swayed. You can manufacture a hardship, be a solution, and that's been the motive ever since. The powers that were understood psychology even during this time. They've been around for a long time. I see that wasn't necessarily a plot within the government, but a plot within the government working alongside. So this family, and again, I want to say Rockefeller, didn't necessarily get inside the government, but they worked alongside the government. And I also got that true evildoers, they don't show their faces. They play coy as if they're in this hardship or challenge along with you. They use their disassociation to look innocent, all the while paying people off and forming alliances. And I see that even then, that type of activity existed, sadly, but nonetheless it did. And that was all I had for this reading. Super cool topic. Thanks so much for submitting it. If you have something you want me to look at, let me know. Don't forget to join me on Telegram. We have a really cool chat going on there as well. And I will leave you with this. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.